What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another rebuild on Madden 22, and today we're doing a realistic style rebuild of the Arizona Cardinals, and you're thinking, okay, a team that's 10-4 probably doesn't need a rebuild, but once again, we always do every single team realistically throughout a Madden year, and ironically enough, this team may need it more than most, as they're on a bit of a slide. They just lost to the Lions. I know the Lions have played really tough all season. They were able to beat the freaking Vikings. Now the Cardinals. They've come close to a lot of teams. But ultimately, the Cardinals do look a bit shaky in general, let alone the just lost to the Lions. Kyler Murray has had quite a bad stretch of games. I will say he has been kind of playing with an injury. Got hurt on the last play against Green Bay, I believe. At first I couldn't tell if it was actually an injury or if he was just kind of like upset that they couldn't win, which probably a little bit of both, but mainly the injury. Hopkins has been dealing with some injury stuff. I'm not sure about Kirk. I think Kirk just had a pretty decent season. Connor, I don't know. I just want to hate Connor because he's slow, but he's actually done some all right things, and he's actually been a kind of reliable pass catcher, believe it or not, someone you would not expect. Ertz, he's gotten a decent bit of burn with the Cardinals. He's definitely a good replacement level tight end. They had Gresham for once upon a time. This is like their Gresham signing again. Obviously, this was a trade, but Hudson, I think, is going to return soon if he hasn't already. I think he's kind of on par to return soon. DJ Humphries has been a guy that's like, is he worth the money? Is he not worth the money? Sometimes he's really, really good. Sometimes he's and then, kind of average. And I think that's kind of where he's been playing, a little bit above average or around average this season. Thankfully, he's okay. He's good enough because his contract is still insanely high. Once again, with Kyler Murray, we're talking about a bit of a slide from him performance-wise. 88 overall X Factor. I don't know if there's been a lower than 88 overall X Factor in Madden outside of maybe DeMarcus Lawrence for like a year when they forgot to just like completely change his ratings. Of course, in Madden though, Kyler Murray is absolutely insane. He's obviously the guy for the future. The problem with this team is I don't know in real life if they have enough. I wouldn't say enough weapons, because I think they have enough weapons. It's just something they don't have enough of. I don't know if it's going to be the line. I don't know if it's going to be the cornerback spot. They feel like they can beat any team, but at the same time, I feel like they're missing a lot. Of course, on Madden, Simmons and Zaven Collins definitely worthy enough. In real life, man, I don't know. Like, I don't want to call Isaiah Simmons a bust, but like maybe he just needs to leave Arizona. It just doesn't seem like it's going to work out. I don't know what it is. Like, he looks pretty decent sometimes, and then most of the time he just looks awful. I don't know, dude. I don't know what the story is there. Chandler Jones, once again, he's a great player, but definitely slowed down since that insane season debut against the Titans. I think it was the Titans. Everyone was talking about it. Byron Murphy, he needs some help, and he absolutely needs some help. He's decent enough, but absolutely needs some help. Jalen Thompson, a pretty underrated safety, actually, and then, of course, for us, going to be the long-term safety, and then Budda Baker. He's a pretty damn good player. I think he has been playing a little iffy as well. I think the whole team has just been in a slump. But we'll see what happens. Of course, they're still, I would assume, automatically a playoff team unless something wild happens. They lose every game and all the wrong teams for them win and out. I would assume they're a playoff team, though. So we have the Lions with the victory. And the rest, we're going to see what EA thinks is going to happen to this Cardinals team. Also, not that I really cared too much, but Zach Allen had a breakout. Didn't get it, of course. Off to a miraculous start. And even though this isn't a team that's like really going to be in the running for a crazy draft pick, crazily high draft pick, I still want to do a real-life class, see if I could find one. I thought I had a decent one before, and then I just didn't. That C4 guy's a pretty cool dude. Let's try his out. Oh, I already have one. Oh, nice. So this is kind of what his list looks like. I would assume all this is going to change at some point as well. But from what I've gathered, not that I've gathered a whole lot on the class, a lot of this does look pretty fair, in my opinion. So, I mean, yeah, if anyone wants to get mad at him, go over to his videos and dislike him a bunch. You can't, because we can't dislike now, but for real. I'd imagine this is pretty good. He knows what he's talking about, so might even use this for our relocation franchise, just saying. But yeah, speaking of likes and dislikes, if you wanted to actually dislike any videos, dislike my videos. Once again, I don't think it actually works, which kind of sucks because there wasn't that many dislikes on my videos in the past because obviously, you know, greatest creator of all time. But yeah, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe instead. Yeah, those would be a slightly cooler thing. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever the hell you wanna, whatever you believe in. Yeah, I don't know what you believe in. Maybe you believe in an elf with 3 legs. I don't know. But yeah, for rebuild sense, this is a team that's kind of hard to rebuild because once again, you look at a guy like DJ Humphries, he's getting paid a ton of money. You have Kyler Murray, who you have to pay at some point soon. Chase Edmonds, is he injured? 'Cause I'm pretty sure he's the better of the 2 running backs, right? And once again, I'm not trying to say I'm a hater of James Conner, but I mean, he's... You know what? Honestly, in Madden, I'd actually probably like him more for Sim. Because 5'9" running backs just suck in Sim. I think I am actually going to pay freaking James Conner here. Although I feel like if you're the Cardinals, do you even want either of them? Now, I don't think... I mean, if you're the Cardinals, you do want Chase Edmonds. But then again, I do have to slap my Madden simulation knowledge in here. Damn it, we're going to sign Chase Edmonds because it's the realistic move. Sorry, James Conner, you're really just not playing that well in real life. I'm sorry. Of course, Christian Kirk, the game for some reason has let him go a billion times. I don't know why, but they have, so we're going to do that. We're probably going to tag Jones, but that is an expensive man who is 31 years old. In real life, the sky's the limit at 31 as an edge rusher, but, well, maybe not the limit, but maybe not the sky, but, you know, a couple of years down the line. But in Madden, he could easily drop to like a 90. So I'm gonna chill out a little bit with Chandler, go for the tag, and we have a little more money than I thought. But at the same time, you factor in what let's say 22 mil for the tag. That wouldn't be enough to re-sign Kyler, which I think we have maybe 1 more year without having to sign him, if I'm not mistaken. But it's tighter than it seems. That's That's what she said, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to sell, just like I've sold on the streams lately. Could be one tonight. Maybe there was one yesterday. I'm recording this a little early. Plan on doing another rebuild later today. I was going to do a dual rebuild in one video, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So, yeah, just throwing that out there. So maybe be prepared for another video. Maybe be prepared for the stream. Maybe just nothing at all is going to happen. Of course, the Colts lose to us, which right now I don't feel like that would happen. It's crazy to think, but I'd probably put my money on the Colts. It's crazy to think, like I said, but, you know, Cowboys, I don't even think it would be that close. The Seahawks even. Seahawks have been really bad themselves, but, I mean, in the game, they definitely say that. So the Packers get home field advantage. They project the Packers to have a bit of a slide here, but they project Green Bay to get that home field advantage, which literally was gained because of the tiebreaker. Well, actually not even, but, you know, it wouldn't have mattered because obviously the Rams took the division. But a team that beat them once, both teams were a little injured. I'd say Green Bay was slightly more injured, though. I don't know what's going to happen in the second try. We'll see. It would be a little annoying if we won the Super Bowl here. Derek Carr's numbers are really low for touchdowns. Jesus. But be a little awkward if we won it all here, but I just don't think it's going to happen. James Conner was not able to improve that yards per carry average. A lot of touchdowns, I suppose, but yeah, really not that impressive offensive line play. Has really been that good of an offensive line? I'd say across the league, I wouldn't say it's that good, but it's kind of close, I'd imagine. Marcus Golden with 11 sacks. Man, interesting. Chandler Jones, once again, he only has 9.5 in real life, which, you know, I don't really know his pressure numbers offhand. I'd imagine they're pretty good, but he started the year with 5. So, you know, all those games and only got 4.5. That's crazy. Once again, pressures are the main thing, so I could just be completely ignorant, and he's like top 5, top 10 in pressures, which once again would not surprise me. Before the league MVP, the winner is Brady. So in real life, this is kind of the way it looks right now. Josh Allen's kind of creeping around. Stafford's kind of creeping around. Taylor would have been a little bit higher in real life, maybe, even though Derrick Henry got no nods. The thing is, you got to remember, at least this is what I would assume, when the voters vote, they don't know what everyone else is going to vote. So if it was a group effort, I would say Derrick Henry would have got votes. But at the same time, if you're someone thinking, oh, everyone's going to be voting for Rodgers or Brady, you know, and you decide, oh, well, I'm going to vote for this one guy, you're going to be giving unfair votes, right? Like, I think Derrick Henry, I think Jonathan Taylor should have and should get votes, but if you think in the way that I just said, you know, that person might win the MVP in general, whether you believe they should or not, just based on some weird thinking, you know? So, once again, I think if it's a group effort, they absolutely give votes to the running back, but at the same time, if you're going to use your vote, you're going to use it on the most valuable position and the most valuable player throughout the league at that position, which is clear-cut, a quarterback 99.9% of the time. As much as it sucks and it's boring, that's the way it is, right? Okay, so rematch of the Cardinals-Packers. The Cardinals probably should have won that game. A.J. Green just forgot how to play football, or just remembered how to play his brand of football as of late. But of course, you can see here a 7-point deficit, a safety. Interesting enough, what a score! Scoregami incoming potentially, 16-14. And Green Bay's struggling, but man, it's not as strugglesome as much as our offense. The offense has disappeared. Was there a single score in the second half? Green Bay wins the game. Of course, a Green Bay team that is obviously really slow to start and usually finishes pretty well, but what is that performance? Come on, guys. Oh, better than his season yards per carry over there with James Conner. Didn't get any carries out of the backups, which, I mean, I don't know if Edmonds is actually injured for the year or not, but if he is, it wouldn't really surprise me. The talent behind those two is not great, unfortunately. Pass rush, the nod went to Green Bay. Jair is back, which I think actually probably will happen. Za'Darius, I think, also this case, so fair, I suppose. Kicking, any issues? No. Cody Parkey, oh, they said no. No Crosby for you. Did you have fun? I didn't even play it, dude. But even though I didn't play it, I still didn't have fun because I lost. But in the sense of a rebuild, it's like, okay, it makes sense because this team probably shouldn't do it. In Madden, at least, once again, in real life, Kyler Murray, Hopkins, some of the playmakers they do have, Chandler Jones, Buddha, they do have, some guys that can definitely, take you deep, maybe even all the way. But in Madden, I just don't think we're ready yet. But the problem is, once again, Chandler Jones, age. Hopkins, even, age. You're looking at some age issues and definitely some salary issues. You can see we only have 18 mil. I think that does go up in a second, though. Pro Bowl. Oh, we got a breakout in the Pro Bowl. Who is it? Zach, you're not in the Pro Bowl, dude. Did he have a really good season? I'm not aware. Another breakout for him. You're not in the Pro Bowl. How the hell are you going to have a breakout during the Pro Bowl week when you're not a Pro Bowler? The Bills versus Buffalo. Yep, that's the one. Yep. Sometimes you just got to beat yourself. That's what I want. Of course, the Buccaneers win by 6, which would be harmful to my brain cells. But looking at any potential dev-ups, I thought maybe Connor for the touchdowns, but no. Defensively, Simmons goes up. I forgot about J.J. Watt completely. We do get a dev-up from Murphy, and once again, like I said, Simmons, really weird scenario, right? Where even though obviously in Madden, Simmons is a god, he's like one of the best players in the entire game for usering and all that. I don't know if he's a core player in real life. J.J. Watt, I just don't see it working out long term. I don't think we can release him anyways. He's guaranteed up. Maybe if he stays healthy, we can do something. But man, once again, the contractual issues, I don't mind it for real life. But in Madden, I just don't know if it works. So we're just going to have to deal with it because, I mean, there's not really much you can do. All these guys are pretty much cap penalty freaking casualties. And we're just going to have to roll with it. Don't have any money to use because I think we have more players to re-sign next year. Chandler Jones, a 2-year 35 works out so much better than a tag. If we don't get him on this, I'm not keeping him. I'll keep him. 20.8 isn't as bad. I thought it was going to be 24, to be honest, or 23.8, which is usually what it is. But Zach Ertz goes up and dev. I'm sorry, pal. I know we made that trade, but it's a pretty small trade. Like, I can't imagine they gave Philadelphia more than a 5th. Oh, yeah, it was the 7th rounder Tay going. I think he was a 7th rounder and a 5th round pick. So, yeah, pretty, it is what it is. You go for a guy like Zach Ertz to try and push your team to the top, see if he's still got some left in the tank, which he's shown enough. Definitely been worthy of the trade value they gave up for him. And ultimately, we just don't have the money long-term for him. I mean, we have 13.5, and like I said, this might be the year that we need to pay Kyler. I can't remember if we're a year early here or if this is the year. Yo, we're so screwed. Oh, my. Unless you consider Hudson and Watts, which I'd imagine they would consider him for the future, we may be able to pay Murphy and Kyler, which at this point are the main two. Yeah, I think we'll be fine because all of these guys are pretty... So this team is basically almost in reset mode here. Best available is the way we're going to draft. It's not about what we need. You can still play for the win now just based on what we have, but man, you can't really do anything in free agency. You got to save your money unless you're going to be able to replace someone right now, like maybe Justin Pugh. Ooh, Gronk would be a hell of a one-year player. We absolutely need a tight end. I just don't think we can freaking afford one. Gronk's just a weird guy. Like, it's almost like he'll do anything Brady tells him to do. So, I don't know. It's weird. And once again, I felt like Robert Tonyan would be a pretty, like, clear-cut choice for a team like the Cardinals, but I don't know. Like, can we really depend on on the draft completely for a tight end? I don't know, dude. I'll offer Gronk a 3-year 12, and if we get him, I'll adjust him to a 1-year 7. I think a 1-year 7 is fair. But yeah, this team's in a spot. It's in a weird one. Really comes down to how well, in my opinion, they can draft offensive linemen. I think you got to let go of a lot of the offensive linemen that you have on your team right now. Got to draft God-tier linemen. That's really the best way to get out of this potential salary issue. Like, surely it's not that hard, especially with a good team, to get players to come here that are veterans for cheap, right? Just start signing some veterans that are cheap. Stop paying linemen $18 million a year. Kyler's still running for his life anyways. So what's the difference? Jeez, man. Come on, C4. What the hell do I do with this? This guy looks like a beast, but he's like 2.2 speed per hour. I don't even know what that means. I got to go for someone faster. Bruh, what do we do? We offered Gronk. I just don't think he's going to accept it. And even if we do, that's still like a 1-year situation. F spec catch, F catch in traffic. I don't know if we just took too long, but like, ooh, this guy I was told by someone in the chat, in the comment section a long time ago. This is my man. That's my man's. He looks like a clear-cut beast. We'll put Ferguson on there in case I do sell, because I like to do that often, but for tight end, maybe we're saved. The first couple of guys aren't looking super great, but as we get down to the 3 and 4 area in the 3rd to 4th round, we're okay. You know, things are looking all right. I'm going to put them all on the list, honestly. Actually, I really should wait. Yeah, we'll wait, because I want to make sure we have all the other guys that we need more importantly up there. All right, let's see it. Maybe we got Gronk after all. Who knows? Nope, we do not. So hopefully one of those tight ends is good, because I do not know. So we have pick 21. We obviously talked about needing replacements for guys that are going to need contracts soon. But number one thing that needs to be fixed is the fact that we don't have a solid number 2 corner. So as you see all these great corners going by, there's not really much we can do to grab one. So we're just going to go on to 21 and probably just take best available. And because we're starting like week 15, don't get that much scouting in, that may come down to just, best combine grade, kind of pro day grade, whatever it may be. We have a few guys. I have 1 day 1 to 2. Trent McDuffie. I don't know a whole lot. Once again, I know how fast he is. We also have another guy, Waller, 2 to 3. I've seen him in previous drafts. Once again, pretty damn athletic. We have a safety with 1 to 2. Does he have like man coverage? He has an A man coverage. Pretty fast. He might actually be the guy. Is he, like, supposed to play corner? I'm going to look at all the corners. I'm going to compare that free safety to how McDuffie and whatever corners are available look like. We also have McCreary here, 22. I know nothing about him. I know he's kind of athletic, but that's kind of all I know. We also have this guy, Mr. Kair Elam. Kind of fast as well. Not as fast as McDuffie. I also kind of thought those guys might have been gone. So, McDuffie, I'm going to actually have to freaking write this down, how fast he is. So the vertical is a little bit lower. The 40 time is definitely lower. The 3-cone is not much lower. And then, so Joseph is not as good of an athlete, but he is taller. And we know that he is an A-man. However, I'm pretty sure that's compared to the rest of that class, so the rest of the free safeties. This is really tough because this guy, I don't know a lot about, but I know he's insanely athletic, so I don't know, dude. Maybe it's the Packer fan in me that wants to grab a safety and put him at corner. He's also 20. I'm going to take him. I don't care. And he is hitting 90 speed, 91 excel, 91 jumping, 88 agility, 83 change of direction. It's a little low, but I mean, if that man coverage is correct, we can definitely play him at corner. I can't hate what happened, but at the same time, if he doesn't have good man coverage, we may have sold. He might have grabbed a position that is not of need at all. We also have a need for tackle. This guy doesn't look super great, but he was one of the better tackles. Do we have any other like 2 to 3s? So we have an edge, which once again is a very big need. We could use a replacement for Golden anytime, and we can literally use a replacement for Chandler Jones like a year from now potentially. There's DTs. There's so much stuff here. I mean, it's a user class. I kind of feel like this is, if you're going to trade up, it's kind of the time to trade up, right? So I'm going to make sure we at least land. Damn, I really want Mathis, though. Let's compare this guy. So 35 reps, B finesse, compared to Mathis, who had 70%, B and B. Oof. Ooh, I want Mathis, though. But, like, how long is he going to be there? I'm going to go to, like, pick 10. And if Math is there, I have to make the trade up. No, pick 8. 7, a 4th-round pick to move up 13 spots. They took it. I don't know if that's even fair, but, I mean, I did it anyways. But, yeah, pick 8 in the 2nd round. Let's do it. Let's also see if we can maybe trade some of our starters for draft picks. I doubt it, but where is he? This could be a huge steal for us. Mathis, 1 to 2 projection. Of course, bench press is a little lower than I would like for a guy that's not crazy athletic, but should be good enough. Maybe 87, 88 strength. Normal, he is 88 strength. Ooh, we might have sold. BB, though, like, I don't know. It's what can we do? Can't do a perfect every time. That's English. Worst part is I didn't even see Walker there. Oh, Walker's not as good. I just kind of clicked on him because I remember he was good in some of the other classes we used. Ooh, he's kind of trash here. Yeah, whatever. I'll give him a second next year. This is a user class. I know our 2nd round pick wasn't a great hit, but early 3rd, it's fair for both teams unless we just completely suck. But do I want to? I want to take a lineman bad. Ooh, Sanders is still there, but the fact that he's still there kind of worries me. He's very fast. I think edge is one of the toughest positions to... Well, I wouldn't say it's the toughest. I don't know, dude. Why is it so hard? I just don't know. All I have is catching traffic and some speed, which is usually all that matters to me. Break tackles, great. Awareness. I'm going to do it. Please. Normal, how could you do this to me? That's a sell, dude. I bet you all the tight ends are going to be there still, too. Tampa's giving us a decent trade here. We're going down to 96. Oh, actually, they gave us way too good of a trade. I didn't even mean to do that, but hopefully for their sake, he's a good player. I mean, they just won the Super Bowl. I mean, I guess we're only getting a 4th late. Do you take another tight end, maybe? Oh, why didn't I go for this one? This tight end looks way better. Exactly. What the hell? I should have looked deeper into it. Kohler's just a wasted pick. He could be decent still, but Kohler's a wasted pick, dude. There's no question about it. Remember that time I was like, oh, get linemen. That's what you need. Not today. Yeah, we have not a single lineman here. That is pain, dude. I'm going to go with the running back, Pierce. A break tackle, why not? Normal development trade, 89 speed, 91 excel. Very lacking of agility, but good power back. So, I mean, we kind of got a James Conner without paying James Conner money type of deal. But yeah, I mean, I can't tell. Like, we got ourselves a hidden development tight end. That was the biggest need. But I still kind of, you know, I still feel a little off about this. Rambo, I just know the name, so I always draft him. I literally just always draft Rambo. I just know the name, and I'm like, you're mine. That's it. That's the rules. And then if the punter's there, who I believe he said, C4 said he was 99 kick power, so I'm all about a 99 kick power punter. I'm just going to be honest with you. And yeah, 99 kick power. I don't know what his accuracy is like, but that's pretty cool. And looking at that, I went right into this, by the way. I didn't even wait. I was still drinking water. You might even hear it in the background. Looking into this, I don't know what to think. It's not terrible, right? The ratings are pretty fair. We had a pretty bad draft pick, so I don't know. I'm going to, like, you'll have no way of knowing, but I'm literally going to close my eyes, and you guys kind of, like, tell what the over... Actually, I should slow down, probably. I don't know how fast it is. Is it to the bottom yet? I don't know. Did it even go to round 2? This is disgusting. Yeah, future me's going to have to edit this, but obviously I'm just going to edit the sound parts. That's usually what I do with rebuilds. I edit the sound parts. So I don't know what round we're in. Oh, we actually are in round 4. Okay. You have no way of knowing, but I didn't want to spoil it. So if any of you guys like know a whole lot about the classes, you're like, oh, this is a clearly blatant mistake, or, oh, that's a really good decision. Yeah, use this class from now on. Let me know, simply put. But of course, Kohler. Aggressive possession, run out the catch, fight for yards. I mean, he's a good player for sure. It's just we ended up grabbing one of the hidden guys. So, I mean, by default, Dante is going to be starting. Although I will say 6'3", 230 is a very strange build. In a user league, you start Kohler without a doubt. The trucking's not there. The run blocking's not there. He's fast. He's got good route running. He's just a weird player. I'm kind of curious to see what his dev is. It really doesn't matter. He's going to start for us, so we'll see it sooner or later anyways. Superstar, please. Star, damn. I don't want to spoil it, but I really do want to know the dev of the other guys. Come on, man coverage. Oh, he's actually really good. Is he intended to play corner? Because he's a god. He's playing corner, without a doubt. Okay, I mean, it could have been better, but it sure as hell could have been worse. Number 24, because we want him to succeed. Star development trait. Fair enough. We did not land that great of a draft, but it is what it is. Damian Pierce, 69 overall. Very good trait. Yeah, like I said, you know, kind of a James Conner-esque type player. You know, he's not super fast. Is that actually James Conner's number? That's really harsh if that was the case. But yeah, it could have been a lot better. Definitely could have been a lot better. I actually want to take a look at one player. He's on the Jets. I want to see how the corner... I'll spoil that one for myself. Oh, damn. Hidden. Damn. Look at this draft. Yo, I'm kind of spoiling this for myself, but I'm just like, they're so good at draft picks. I seen this guy's strength, but I didn't want to, you know. But okay. Is he hidden? He is hidden, dude. I don't want to spoil the dev too much, but I'd imagine the way that guy's built, he's probably star. I'd be very surprised if he's not higher. Yeah, if he is higher. So yeah, I spoiled a couple of the picks, but I'm not even going to remember them. My memory bank is full. Got to delete some things. Oh, that's a pretty big win. I know this guy's huge, but it's a huge burden to the cap space of this team as well. Justin Pugh, I don't know if you can actually get a replacement for him. That's super great, but that is an option. Jordan Hicks, please tell me. Not much, but it's enough. I'll take that pen to save some Caparoo. It's not great, it's not pretty, but it's enough. We've done enough, I feel, to retain some of our backups or some of our players. Andy Isabella hasn't been that guy, so we're going to let him go. 71 overall, dude. That is so rough. So yeah, we drafted a few decent pieces, but we definitely overall did kind of sell because we did nothing for the O-line. We are going to potentially lose all of these guys. We will maybe open up some money to get some new ones, but yeah, we're not in a great spot. I don't know if this team is going to be a successful rebuild. Of course, you have a few key pieces. You have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, maybe 7 if you count Mathis on the defense. Offense, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, because I don't know about Hopkins. Once again, he's kind of getting up there. He's 30 years old. I'd say he'll be here till 34, 35, so maybe. But, yeah, I mean, I count almost a full roster of players needed. You know, like, what, 8 starters, maybe more? That's a lot, so we'll see. All right, making a little bit of a turnaround of the season. Definitely not a great start. Kyler Murray, of course, is the future of this team. Oh, we have money! What are you guys freaking out about? We've got plenty of money. Yeah, we have to re-sign every player on the roster, but that's fine. Of course, superstar dev, 24 years old. I mean, these guys are just basically signing themselves at this point. Very cheap contract for Jalen Thompson, who's pretty solid. We'll definitely do a long-term deal there. 6-year, it's Probably not super realistic. 6-year 35 is, a little bit closer, I'd suppose. Humphreys, a 3-year 32. I feel like with how many players we're going to be losing on this team, you almost have to do it. How much is Rodney? Rodney automatically is going to be better than Humphreys. Not as important of a position, but still, long-term wise, maybe not long-term, but one more season-wise, he'll be good for the deal. And then Chandler Jones, I would love to just do a 1-year deal here, just knock that out. 1 year 20, basically. No? Okay, thank you. So, yeah, not a pretty season here, and I'm glad that we got rid of our freaking second-round pick. That's why you always keep a first round. We have a lot of money, though, so I suppose that's a positive, if you will. Looking at the team schedule, we lost to teams like the Rams, Falcons, Chargers, Broncos. A couple of those, in fairness, are tough teams. Niners, you never know where that's going to go. Seahawks, same. It was, kind of a tough schedule, in fairness, so we're not going to really blame too much on, just having I wouldn't say a bad roster, but not having the roster where we wanted to, but more or less, we also did have tough schedule, and we changed to Green Bay for this one. Green Bay's been a little inconsistent. I've been running Green Bay, Tampa, some other ones, but really good stuff there. Rushing numbers, awful. They actually had a prospect spotlight person, was a running back. He was like a 2 to 3 rounder. I focused him on one of the weeks, so I don't know how good he is, but we'll have that later on. Kirk could go to Superstar. It'd be clutch if he does. Hopkins, pretty good. Dante Demas, really good. Rondale Moore, really good. Isabella, not really getting much of a chance, in fairness. O-line, not terrible, considering what, this offensive line is consisting of. Pass rushers, Chandler Jones has been good enough. I would give him another contract, maybe tag him. We'll see how that turns out. Golden's been pretty good, but of course, there's not really much I can do with him. He's on the end of his career here. Prater, not bad. I don't think I can re-sign him, though. He's about to be 35. His regression is going to be rough. Rambo, Isabella, nothing in the special team. So, Kyler Murray, pretty good year. Could be MVP, even though he didn't win. Not even close. Number 7, really. Wasn't he like 1, 2? I don't know how many of those were, interceptions or whatnot. But, okay, fair enough if you say so. Malik Willis, Rookie of the Year here. Drake Jackson, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Any award wins at all? None? Not even kicker. Yikes. Okay, I mean, we did have some okay numbers for some guys, so not a completely lost season, but yeah, pretty bad record for a team like the Cardinals. Of course, the Cowboys versus the Browns in the Super Bowl. At least it's not the same, even though they're still really good teams for Madden Sim. And of course, the Cowboys do win, so, there's so much for that. And for the Deva, it's pretty clutch stuff, as you, of course, see that Mr. Christian Kirk is superstar development trade. I think he had energy generator on the last one as well. Maybe evasive, I don't remember. Defensively, any dev-ups? We had none to my knowledge. I don't think there's a single one there, which kind of sucks, but Chandler Jones, we should be able to tag. J.J. Watt, sorry. And I think I need to bump the XP sliders a little. Chandler Jones, that's a 1-year 16. Are you effing me? This game is about to just get so dumb with this. It's just so dumb. I'm going to tag him, but why is the game the way it is? Of course, J.J. Watt, he's not bad. Still usable for another year, but he's just not worth it for me. He really hasn't even played that well anyways. DJ Humphreys, I think we can get that or better for the price. Same with Pugh. Prater did drop significantly. He was like a 74, 75 overall. He's older than I thought. I don't know why I thought he was going to 35. He's going to 39. But yeah, we're losing some names, but we have a ton of money, so the outlook is actually a little bit better than I was expecting here. 80 million. I don't want to spend too much on O-line, but if there's some names here, I think you got... Oh my God, Vita Vea's here. Vita Vea, 3-year 60. But man, is he a talent. How much are they offering him? Oh, Jesus, they're not offering him that 3-year 60, it doesn't seem like. Whoa, he's got good power move too. I figured he would, but I thought maybe like 84 power move, 94 block or something. I don't want to sell on this because we do need interior badly. I'm willing to pay that. Rodgers is here. Fair enough. Maybe that's something that happens in real life. Kareem Hunt's. Oh, man. Are we going to cuck the Falcons on everyone? I don't know, dude. I absolutely think we need a new running back, but let me first take a look at this running back that we had scouted. It would be kind of clutch to just grab a guy that was, draftable. There's probably some other names too, but I don't want to go the first round for a running back when we have so many other needs. Where was he? Here he is, Mr. Oh, I'm glad I focused on him. Thanks. Oh, he's 23 anyways, dude. What the hell is even the point? He sucks. I'm pulling him off the list. It's just awful. But I feel like Kareem Hunt does a lot of things that Arizona wants a running back to do. So, I mean, we don't usually do this move in realistic rebuilds too much. I'm going to go for him. Screw it. Kareem Hunt. The Falcons are like, anyone at all. Anyone at all we can have? No? No one? Okay, sweet. J.J. Watt to the Patriots. Interesting. Peters would be kind of a cool one-year deal, but once again, I don't know if we're that close. It'd be nice to land someone young. I don't know if Conklin's really that young, but we'll find someone. We definitely find someone. We have 52 mil. Once again, I don't want to spend too much of it, but Kareem Hunt and Vita Vea, I think, are huge additions to the team. Let's see if we can save any more money, and once again, we have to make sure that we at least get starting caliber talent. So, of course, Chandler's going to be gone after this year. Simmons will get a re-sign in, but he won't cost that much. It'll probably be about the same price as what he's being paid there. So we actually do have a lot of the guys already on contract. We just need to get some linemen, I think. You do have Pollard as well, which I think is a guy that would be fun to have as a starter, but once again, in Madden, I've had him before. He's just not good in Sim. I don't know what it is. There's just certain players. I don't know if it's a certain build, what it is, but there's just players that don't do well in Sim, and he is absolutely one of them, unfortunately. Of course, Tampa's willing to pay that price for DJ, which, I mean, it's not a terrible deal, but I just felt like we could do better, and, I mean, I don't know if I would actually agree with that statement looking at free agency right now, but I suppose Treader will be a guy. I know tackle and center are different spots, but he's got the size for it, but I don't know, we'll see. Ooh, Nate Davis is a name. We're spending a little bit more money on offensive linemen than I kind of said I was willing to do. Oh, Tampa's not having it. Tampa is fighting mopes for some linemen. I'm willing to pay a 4-year 40 for a 79 overall. Maybe I'm not, though. He's 26. Not really going to progress that much. Conklin's a tackle. We have a lot of needs, but we can't solve them all. 79 overall makes him the 8th ranked guard in the game. Really? We'll also maybe pay a cheap deal for Ben. I'm going to just try to makeshift line until we get some rookies that are decent. 1 year 2. Hey, you either join us or you go to free agency forever, man. It's up to you. It's not my choice. Vea would be a shock if we didn't get him. We got all of them, did we? That's pretty big. We got several offensive linemen. We also got Kingsley Keke. He's not a great player, but a 2-year 4 for a right end that automatically is a 10 overall upgrade. We can, chill on that position a little bit. Maybe look for an actual edge. But yeah, we got some starting level linemen. I mean, we're really not that much worse off than we were last year. If you get a decent tackle in the draft, we actually probably have a better offensive line. So we still have money left over. We still have a couple of offers on, I believe, for some backups. It could have been worse. It, definitely would have liked to see a super god-tier tackle, but hey, I'm happy with what we got it so far. I still just can't believe that running back. Once again, I swear the prospect primer thing, whatever spotlight thing, is pretty off a lot. But what do they see in this guy? They're going to show us the pro day? Not even that athletic, dude. What is it? Even if he's he'd have to literally be an X Factor. He can't be a superstar. He has to be an X Factor. Otherwise, he's not worth it in the slightest. We can avoid running back, thankfully, because of Kareem Hunt. And maybe look at wide receivers. Actually, a lot of good ones. So maybe look at that position, but mainly just edge, which they did actually let me see him. Thankfully, the game didn't hard sell. Funny, man. But kind of risky. Ooh, a pursuit from Roman McGriff. Don't know what his finesse is, but if it's decent, this guy looks like a promising figure. We got a couple of, kind of average players to start on the line. Spain will be a starting left guard unless we draft a good player. The left tackle will be a starting guy unless we draft a player there as well. I also forgot we're 7-10. So I had a player that I was very late adding to the list. Where was he? This guy, Britain, looks really good. Might actually be our choice. I'm going to scout these two as well, though, because if we're able to trade down and kind of add some picks, maybe it'll work out a little bit better. But Britain is probably the person I'm going to take. He looks really solid. I think he had an A finesse. You just can't miss on those A finesse types. But all right, here we go. So McGriff, let's take a look at what we're looking at. So A pursuit. Decent enough athletics. Doesn't show me the finesse. Okay, I'm pretty sure I already knew the power move. Thank you, game. So McGriff is already like a no-go. Gardner, know the zone coverage. Already knew that, though, beforehand. C power move, B zone, B play rec. Okay, a little bit better. Was Britton the last guy, though? We already knew Heart Cell. Maybe I should have just scouted him more or something, because... Well, here's the one thing I know. Heart Cell is our backup plan, but Britton is the guy. Absolutely the guy, without a doubt. Once again, the A finesse is just unbeatable, but round 1 can mean anything. Usually that means like 10-ish. So I'm not sure. If he's there, he's there. If he's not, he's not. Simply put. What pick is this going to give us? Like 9? I'm going to be so mad if it gives us like... gives us 10. It's such a tough one. I don't want to lose the guy. Running back, pick 1 overall. Okay, Denver. Interesting decision. Come on, EA. Do better than that. Pick 1 overall. Maybe the Dolphins at 4 or 5 because they have multiple and a running back is kind of one of their bigger needs, but not the Broncos at 1, dude. I'm going to sell here. Please. Oh, I knew it, dude. I have to trade down. They're a 4-3. I don't know if they're going to change them. It's fair enough, but I don't think EA is going to have their guys change them, so there's that. Heart Cell's the guy, since I did Heart Cell, unfortunately. What actually, was he the highest of all the outsides? Okay, so he's not, so I'd say we could actually trade this down to like 25, 26, so it's a bad thing that happened, but if he's at least still all right, it could be a secret blessing. Because we're going to get some picks. So Cleveland would be giving us a full first round next year, which is, I mean, kind of what I'd be expecting, even to move down a little bit. The Chiefs are a bit better of a bet because we're getting a little bit closer. I'm going to take Cleveland's choice. I'm going to make sure this is fair. It should be, though. Yeah, it's actually closer than you would believe. I couldn't really do 20 because I kind of project them to be a pretty decent playoff performer. But yeah, they get the trade up there. They end up with a corner. I have no idea how good the corners were. We don't really need one anymore, so kind of just ignored the cornerback group altogether, except for I think there was one 6'3" guy that was fast, but he is 23 years old, so unless we have a ton of extra picks, unlikely that I go for him. If I sell on Heart Cell, I'm going to be so mad at myself. But honestly, if we were to trade up next year's pick that we just got, maybe even draft 2 of these guys, even though I don't really think they're worthy, I think we're kind of getting to that point where maybe we make a play. Should have made a play there. I don't really like that the Ravens are there. There's a bunch of teams with outside linebacker need here. I do think Heart Cell's the best there, but he is the 3rd on the list, so I'm going to risk it to 31, I think. Unless if even one player goes, I'm going. Yeah, there we go. So it worked out. We saved whatever it would have costed to move up a little bit there as well. So Heart Cell is for sure the guy. He at least has some promise with the B finesse. Maybe we clutched up. I doubt it, though. Yeah, he's really slow, too. Oh, man. We'll see how good he is, though. Oh, man, that's a sell. Yeah, absolutely. He looked like by far the best of the remaining ones. Absolutely not going for any of these other trash cans. No shots. Of course, this guy's a can't-miss player as well. A finesse, pretty athletic. I'm actually just not going to risk selling super hard. Oh, I thought I actually simmed the draft. I'm just going to trade up for him. I really don't want to give them 74, but for this to be fair without me giving up a first-round pick, I have to. So 74 this, 56 projected next year. I mean, it's literally another first-round pick. This DT has to be good. If he's not good, I'm going to be shocked. Where is he? Shaq Kendricks, automatic starter incoming. Okay, normal. That's not a good start. 86 strength, not a good start either. Athletic, though, I can't be blamed for that one. That one, no one's going to blame me for. Britton, I think we can blame me a little bit for not trading up because there was a pretty good idea that he was going to be gone before pick 10. This guy looked all right, so I think I'm going to trade up for him as well. It's going to be another sell, but what else is new? And I keep backing out too far. I mean, I'm willing to give this up. They do still kind of need a tight end. Like, I would not believe in... if they even have Higbee still, I would not believe in Higbee at all. I'm willing to do that trade. I don't care. We've got our starting tight end. Kohler's not a bad backup, but It is what it is. I wanted this guy. Wait, was I? Nah, pick 28's definitely not there for us. All right, so I thought he was gone. Joe Hodges looks good enough with those Bs. Just give me a win, dude. Yes, they gave us a win. Another 86 strength win, though. Once again, I just knew that some of these were Bs. It was good enough for me. B run, B pass. If he wasn't at least halfway decent, I mean, what can you ask from me? Like, there's nothing I could have done. It's same with the DT. There's nothing I could have done. I'd still say the DT's a pretty good overall, though, I'd imagine, but only time will tell. We'll see. And there's another lineman here who also looked decent enough in the strength category. I mean, do we trade up for? I don't think he's that good, to be honest. I'll go to 10 in the 5th. If he's there, I'll grab him. If not, I don't care. But a hidden lineman, that's pretty big. We need a starter there for sure. The tackle spot's rough as hell. Is that guard there? Are none of our players there? I can't tell if it's just glitch. It's not glitch. There's just no one there. This guy's probably not going to be very good, but whatever. He's a replacement for Kohler. He's decently fast. He looks all right. Can't really ask for too much in that situation. Yeah, I'm not really sure what we're hoping for. I suppose Hartzell, 73, 74 overall, maybe at best. It's still not a win in that case, but it's something. Well, as a running back, Fleming doesn't look great once again, but outside of the 40, which is still okay. He's got really good 3-cone and 20-yard. I'm willing to take risks on these types of players. Normal dev and very good excel and agility, which is weird because change of direction sucks and his speed's kind of rough. That's like Clyde Edwards-Helaire right there. There's always going to be some options, but I am going to take whoever looks the most promising. Malcolm Short it'd be. I'm lazy. I'm just going to click it. Yeah, nope. All right, recap. Please be some okay overalls. We have 73 overall, 71. Oof, this was a bad one. This is, man, we are not having a good couple of drafts, but we did at least land a hidden. It's not a great hidden, but he's at least hidden. Once again, Hartzell has potential, I'd imagine. Star development trade. I think we're just going to make him our left tackle right away. Maybe put that Hurst at right tackle if we need him. But yeah, I think, oh yeah, let's take a look at Hartzell. Where is he? He still has a chance. He's not that fast, but he's still all right. I mean, look at that. 80 power move, 73 block shed, bull rush, strip. I mean, he's not the worst, especially for a generated one for a rebuild. Let's take a look at Mr. Britton, though. This is going to be so sad. Please be normal, dude. Hidden, as you would expect. 74 overall, a little bit more raw, believe it or not, than our guy. A little bit faster, but not that much faster. If he's only star, I can't be that mad. Of course, if he's superstar plus, then we aren't talking about it. But, you know, if he's only star, damn it. Yeah, we had a chance. Let's take a look at the other ones, though, because there was some interesting picks behind him. Who's this? Tyrone Allen, 23. I mean, you already know he's 23. It would have already been off my list out the gate. The other guys were younger, and the other guys were still there. Garner was one of them. He's a 75 overall. Where did you guys see the... you guys seen all the players, right? I assume I kept the edits in. Where did this guy look like that at all in his potentials? Like, how in the world would I have ever guessed that? Like, there's no chance. Was this one of them? Probably, right? Why? Why did the game do me like that? Oh, here's a bunch of trash C, freaking D players. Ew, garbage all across the board. Psych, they're better than yours. Why? Why? Why would they do that? There's literally no need. Was this guy one of them? Zay Howard, probably. Hidden development? Nah, he wasn't one of them. He's kind of smaller size. Doug Fletcher, maybe? I don't know. Just every single player but ours is hidden, I guess. I think this might have been one of them. Surprised he wasn't hidden. Still debatably better than our guy. Does have no traits, but in Madden Sim, I don't think that matters. Honestly, I don't care. I'm done. I don't want to look at it anymore. So it's year 3. We do have some guys that may be gone next year, specifically the older fellas, but not a terrible job. Once again, the draft wasn't great, but the free agency was pretty good. You know, we got Kareem Hunts. We added Treader. We added Davis. Costed us a little bit more for Davis than I wanted to, but I think it was a good decision in the end. We got Hodges, which was big. Need a left guard, need a right guard, but the O-line's all right. It's better than normal, technically. Once again, Kyler Murray, 92 overall. Defensively, 82 overall, 81 overall for Simmons, 80 and a 77 there. So we need a replacement for Chandler. Hopefully Hartzell just shocks us. Vita Vea is a huge anchor to this defense. Cornerback set, safeties are set. So really you need once again, replacement for Chandler, maybe a right end perhaps. And then defense is kind of set if Hartzell does well. And then offensively, 2 linemen, maybe a new wide receiver for Hopkins. But once again, I think he might actually make it till 34. So by the time this team is done and rebuilt, I'm going to spoil it just because of how good a year we're having. 9-1. Oops, wrong thing. I was going to show you that we didn't change the scheme from last year. Like I said, we had Green Bay with vertical zone run on. Didn't change the defensive scheme. This is literally just, I mean, we did add quite a bit of talent, I will admit, but did we really add that much talent? Is Kareem Hunt that big of a deal? Because, like, that's the main guy I would suspect that is making this team do as well as it is. Because, I mean, the ground game was awful. So bad that you probably can't win games with it last season, at least. And we'll test another prospect spotlight here with Ben Kelly. I say that we lose our freaking... You lose the game right after I show you. But here we are, Simmons, about freaking 10 mil per, which for Madden terms, I mean, it's fair enough. But once again, in real life, who knows? Everyone else, though, is pretty much a backup or just not worthy of re-signing. Chandler Jones is probably past his prime at this point, or will be after the season's over. 92 finesse. He is still really good. 89 power, 92 finesse. We'll see what the regression's like. But yeah, I mean, it's not realistic to basically give him tags every year, but we've given him fair enough contracts every year that he would have probably taken in real life. I offered him, what, a 2-year 42 or something? He didn't take it the first time, and then we went with a 1-year 20, and it is what it is. You get the point. But yeah, I mean, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. Really good season. Took a bit of a turn, but it's still pretty damn good. God damn, dude. Please tell me we weren't like a 1 or 2 wins off of the division, or the literally any win out of the... We were like 9-1, and we finished 12-5. The Cardinals just have issues finishing, right? That's I know the feeling. But let's take a look at the season. So once again, 9-1. Actually, was it like 10-1? 9-1. Lose, win, lose, win, win, lose, lose. I guess it wasn't that bad, but still, one more win, you get the bye week. Just one more. And instead, now you have to freaking face a division rival who is like 5-7 and won every single game. I actually want to see it. I think the Niners, from what I paid attention to, won the last 5. I kid you not. Just to be here to beat us. I kid you not. They did. I told you. They did. They don't care. They want to beat us that bad. They aren't doing it for themselves. They're doing it to beat us. And you know what? Fair enough. They deserve it. Ironically enough, the passing yards were worse. But I suppose that's what happens when you actually have a running back to run with. Ooh, Kareem did go off. Kirk, not so great. Hopkins, you know, the numbers were worse. Same scheme and all, but worse. I guess having a running back maybe was worse off for us. I don't even know. But sack totals, Chandler Jones at 11, 7.5 for Vea. Hartzell, that's not bad. No breakouts the entire year, by the way. I slow simmed the entire way. Not a single breakout, even for like some randomer, like, you know, kind of like Zach Allen we had early on. 2 of them actually in year 1. Oh, I actually kept the freaking kicker, dude. Oh no, what did I do? As far as award wins, there wouldn't have been any. Maybe Hartzell, like I said, but we're in the playoffs. That's a good thing. We'll take that. We're back. We'll definitely take that. Could even be the year. You never know. But 86 overall to the 84 overall Niners. They do have a pretty good roster. Like, let's not forget that. And we're at home, so, I mean, we're hoping for the best. Just a 1 win. That's really all I want to see, is at least a win here would be absolutely clutched. God dang it, that's not what I was looking for. Going to the end of the game, I think right to left would be us, but I have no way of knowing. Yeah, I think it is, because we had an interception. We turned it into nothing, as we do so well. The Niners defense absolutely locking us down. I do not know how that's possible with this offense. I'm going to come in right now. Well, I'll come in after, because they're driving on us again. It's on All Madden. It's on Next Gen. I'm just going to see how hard it is to actually use this offense. I just don't see, with this kind of speed, this kind of talent, it being that hard. Kareem Hunt is wearing an ugly number, I will admit. Oh my God, did you see that? Look at Kyler. This is who you have at QB and you can't score. 2 rushes. Oh my god. Even on next gen he fell fast. That's insane. Come on, EA. Do better. You can do better. I know you can. And there's a pretty good throw. Good sit down. I mean, what is wrong? Honestly. 8 completions. There was 7 before I came in. 7 completions. Look how open he is. Why would he... Huh? I know it's late, but what? Why would he go upfield? You see your quarterback there. Come back to the ball. And then he won't even... I don't know what I'm even cheating for. There's literally no point to cheat here. I'm just going to sim it. Hopefully we just lose because I don't want to deal with people yelling at me. Just lose. I don't want to have to click force lose. Thank you. At least it's closer. It was going to be like 35 to like 7 or something. Oh, wow. What a freaking anticlimactic end of the season. I mean, it was expected, but sweet, dude. I'm sure that's the result we would see as the Ravens win by 3 over the Panthers. Any dev-ups? Any dev-ups? Trying to think. I don't think often. Maybe Kareem Hunt, actually. No dev-up for Kareem. A season like that, I'm going to force the damn thing. I don't even care, dude. That's an insane season he just had. Coming off of a year, or coming off of a team's year that was just awful. I don't care. I'm forcing that damn dev. Hartzell, please have freaking star, dude. That's all I ask. He doesn't. Vita Vea does go to X Factor, though, which is pretty damn clutch. What ability did he get? Actually, I missed it. Run stuffer, as you would expect. God damn, such a good player. That was the only dev-ups, but Chandler Jones at 34 is still usable. Jesus, this guy is insane. Man, year 4, we kind of, I mean, it's not really even, it's year 4, but it's not really year 4, because obviously we're kind of getting to the point where, yeah, you know what, it is still year 4, because obviously you have the offseason and all that, but going into year 4, the team is very good. Money seems to be fine. It really comes down to the age. Honestly, some of our key players are getting quite up there in age. Chandler Jones is one of them. Every time I offer him a fair 1-year deal, he says no. He will again. Oh, he didn't! Wow, he chose to stay this time. I'm so happy. But of course, still could use some improvements. I don't think I'm going to spend any in free agency, though, because, I don't know, I just feel like we're going to go broke soon. Like, who do we have to pay? Baker, that's actually not a bad thing. Hopkins, that's not a bad thing either. Treader probably does get the re-sign. Rondale Moore, that's kind of a bad thing. Zaven, that's kind of a bad thing. Yeah, I mean, we're fine. We actually probably could spend about 15, 20 in free agency here if we really wanted to. So, free agency looking very, very weak. Holy crap. I was thinking, maybe let Chandler Jones go for free and just grab someone else, but that would not have been a good idea. Vaughn is pretty good. Kind of interchangeable, but I'm happy with what we got. Tucker, would he being on the team change us that much? I think it's unrealistic for Tucker to, unless he's like literally bad. Voice cracks, sorry. I don't expect him to leave the Ravens, right? Just kind of seems like a local hero there. I mean, we don't need anything. We just don't. Like maybe a good Blackman as a backup, just in case Budda Baker actually is too expensive, and for some reason I'm not acknowledging how much he costs. I don't know, but realistically, it's kind of a weak-looking free agency class. I know we can go for Terran Armstead, but yeah, you know what? Maybe you do. What's it, a two-year deal, though? It's not a bad one, though. A 2-year 34 is not awful. But the Bills are, like, chilling here at, like, 2-year 40. Yeah, we can't do it. We'll try to find someone else cheaper, maybe. So we have no right tackle. And we're going to take Laken Tomlinson. Seems fair. So we did get Laken Tomlinson. Obviously, we offered them 1-year 8 when nobody offered him anything. So, there's that. Maybe try to grab a new kicker, actually. I know Tucker's getting those offers, but once again, I don't think he's going to be free anytime soon. Tyler Bass got a pretty good leg on him. Why not? I mean, our rookie wasn't that bad. It's just, he is bad. So, like, where do I go, Do I just bump his... you know what? I'll just bump his kick power because it's unrealistic for anyone that is professional level to be anywhere under probably 89, 90. Accuracy matters the most, but if you're hitting 85 kick power, I don't know why EA thinks that's a good idea to be a starting point. It's dumb. It is actually brain dead. You're just not going to get a single look. It doesn't matter how desperate you are. Like, it really doesn't. You're just never going to get a look if you have 85 kick power. It's just never going to happen. So I'm going to bump up to 89 or 90, and we'll call it a day. So we had Cleveland's pick, who I think actually made the Super Bowl, and then we had our own pick, which wasn't super great. There are a decent bit of players, some first-round picks. I'm willing to let them go, though. There was a left outside linebacker named Ben Gaddis who looked really good, but we also have a right outside linebacker that looks pretty good. Once again, we're kind of... Oh, Ben Gaddis is still there, actually. Interesting. 6'4", decently fast, a finesse. That is a tough pass. Of course, I'm paying attention to the clock, don't you worry. But this is the guy that I was also looking at. Insanely fast, and you see the finesse and power move, dude. That's a tough beat. I mean, you can almost argue you could go for both, but oh man, I think the right outside is a little bit better, and I think since he's a 1-2, you can kind of get him like late first. So I'm gonna trade down, see if we can add even a little bit. Like, this would be a huge addition, a second round pick. I know it's a late second, but to go to 27, you still grab some players. There's a lot of good looking DTs that are there. If they would have traded for Gaddis, I would have been so clutch by them. One of these teams are going to take him, right? Or maybe he actually isn't good. But he's got an A finesse. It's like impossible for him not to be at least decent. Yeah, he goes to the Giants. Good pick there. And even though it's not the biggest need, it's one of the bigger needs going forward. I think we will take Bill Patterson now. So Bill Patterson, let's see, do we sell? Please, Gaddis. Please. Of course, speed in Excel is great, but normal development trait. Why do I do this? Why do I always do this? Does anyone know? Anyone got any answers? No? Okay. All right, looking at the other position. I actually didn't even look at Ben Kelly. 23, as always. What is wrong with this game? Like, these prospect spotlights are awful, dude. They're so bad. Of course, DT was, of course, as you can tell, the second best position. Actually, not even the second. The 100% the best position in the draft, but not the biggest need for us. So Diggs looks great. Bailey looked pretty damn good, if I can remember correctly. Even better. If there's one more, I'm pretty sure they're all really good, but if there's even one more that looks decent, this guy doesn't look as good, but he's faster. I think you got to trade down, and then you move up when one of them goes, simply put. Like, there's just too much DT talent there for you to be the first one to take a guy. Like, that's just dumb. So 38 in the second, which would be, pretty high in the second round. We could easily trade back up if we need to, which we probably will. Watch one of them go right here. All right, already a good decision. Already a really good decision, as no DTs are going. Excuse me. Does anyone want to make a smart decision today? And there goes one of them. I think that's already good enough for me to trade up. That one, there was two guys that looked really good. And, yeah, I mean, it worked out for us, I suppose. We probably won't have to trade up as high to get this. Maybe even like a fourth round instead of them giving us a fifth. We don't have a fourth. That's all right. We'll give them a fourth next year. They'll be happy. It's only 5 spots comparatively to the other trade up, which was a lot more spots. This is kind of clutch. We're looking pretty good. Maybe even grab another DT. I don't know, but you're kind of betting on who has the best dev. I don't know who that is. Diggs looked great, but I think Stephenson was the better one. I actually think they took the best one, if I'm not mistaken. They really did. They actually plucked out what appeared to be the best one out of the bunch, making this trade up kind of irrelevant because Diggs and Stephenson are very similar now in my mind. Stephenson was a higher overall selection. He's higher than Stephenson. What the hell am I even saying? The guy we're looking at is higher than the... Nah, this guy's the better one. Stephenson. Damn it, dude. I keep selling. He's super athletic, though, so you never know. They could all be normal. I guarantee Bailey wasn't, though, I will admit. Why am I selling on the drafts in this? Like, I don't understand. I've just been selling so hard. Like, they're likely good players, but I'm still selling regardless. There were other... Yeah, Carney was a really good one. He was, like, super strong, but he was 23. I put him on the list just in case... all the other ones went and I sold, but yeah, we sold in general. And actually, I don't know if we need a tackle, but I'm going to trade up to the Texans. I didn't see our right tackle go. Mooney looked pretty good, so I'm going to go for Mooney. It's kind of a significant trade up. It's like 17 spots, so I'll give him a third, late third, which will be the tackle most likely. There was a center as well, which once again brings up the argument of why did I even trade up? I could have just waited for one of them to go. Mooney was not as good as I remember, actually. What the hell? What about the center, Kendrick? I mean, this is why I should have waited, but I suppose if Kendrick's a better player, which is the guy I'm going to go for, I'm done, dude. I don't know. Like, that I can't be blamed on. The DT, you can maybe argue, the all-side linebacker, instead of trading down, could have went with Gaddis instead. I don't know how good he is, but, I mean, if he is better. But that you can't blame me on. That center looked good. Watch, the right tackle is going to be better somehow. Just somehow magically. Brewer is actually a wide receiver I had. Looked really good. He was actually kind of fast. What do we have? So, a bunch of unprojected or, whatever the other ones are. This guy was pretty good with this stuff. F stamina, dude. I don't know about that now. I might as well trade down. It's kind of a dumb trade. Wait, no, this is start of the third, so it's actually not that bad. We're going to take a second round off of the Seahawks for next year. Let's go to our next pick, see if any of those other guys are there. Probably not, but I really don't care, to be honest. Man, why do I do this, though? The selling has got to stop. Blaylock is there. We're going to take him. Normal development traits, super strong, but super slow. Once again, all these guys had really good combine/pro days, so I don't mind taking them. It just really comes down to what are the overalls that we're going to see. Wide receiver we had. Was it a wide receiver? I think it was. Is gone. Del Watkins. F catching. He's so fast, I don't even care. I want to see it. 91 speed. 4.36 is 91 speed. I would love to see what this catching is. F catching. How do you have an F catching as a wide receiver? What the hell does that even mean? Are you a running back? Of course, we landed 0 hiddens. Gotta love that. I want to see some of the players we missed on, see if we actually did sell or not. Here it is. And, okay, I mean, there are some pretty good overalls here. Bill Patterson, that's insane. 77 overall. Obviously, a future replacement for sure for Chandler Jones. Really good, actually. The DT Stephenson, 75 overall. I mean, I got to imagine that this is very comparable to some of the other guys. It's not, you might see a couple of guys with better devs, but Kendrick, I don't even know if we have a right tackle replacement, so I'm just going to put him at right tackle for now. If he starts, he starts. He doesn't. But I suppose, based on his potentials, I'd say he probably was actually pretty decent. It's just no hidden yet again. We keep selling on the devs. All right, Gaddis. Oh my God, how many QBs is that? 3 straight QBs? Makes sense. Gaddis, how far? 22. Of course, he was hidden. We still ended up taking a pass rusher as well, so very good, comparable to our guy. Gotta love, they're literally like the same player. This guy actually has dev, though. If he's higher than star, I'm going to be sad. He is only star, so, it could have obviously been a better pick taking him, but it, wasn't that great. And then here's the guy that definitely was the best DT, although only normal, so he's definitely better, especially if you're, usering him, spin move and all that, but he is slower, so not actually better than our guy, technically. And then Carney, he was older, so very high overall, but yeah, a little bit older, a little bit more raw on the pass rush. No traits. That high of an overall, no traits. All right. I don't know if this was one of the DTs or not, but he obviously looks pretty damn good. Here's one of the DTs for sure, Diggs. Okay, so were they all just normal? I do not feel nearly as bad anymore. That is a weight off of my shoulders, I'll tell you that. What about the lineman? His name was Mooney, wasn't it? He didn't look as good. You can't blame me for going with the center. Of course, way more raw. Goes to the Chiefs on top of it, and of course he's hidden. Why wouldn't he be? Our guy's the better player, but they're hidden. Sweet, dude. Nice. I take the smarter choice, and I'm stuck with the normal dev. Sweet. So it is now year 2024, and the team still looks pretty good. Kareem Hunt may have actually started regressing. 29 years old, superstar, but yeah, he did regress. The hell does he think he's doing here? Recuperation, and once again, it does not matter, but I suppose based on his skill set, jukebox with bulldozers, kind of fair. Receivers are really good. Maybe one more year of true elite top 1 and 2 wide receivers. Tight end's getting there. He's an 81 overall now. He's 24 though, so how much longer can he gain decent overall upgrades per season? I don't know. Offensive line, Kendrick actually is starting. I was a little surprised by that, but fair enough. Defensively, once again, the outside of Vea, which has been a great decision by us, it's been a little strugglesome for us to gain players, but we obviously have Patterson, we have Hartzell for the future. It's not the perfect team, but once again, just like we said, year 1, they have enough playmakers to do some damage. We're just hoping we can at least win a playoff game. Year 4, we're kind of, on par to probably just do one more season, so we'll see. It is the Cardinals after all. We were supposed to have an easy time of it. Not really going that way, but once again, in Madden, they're not perfect. All right, Budda Baker wants a lot of money. Oh, my God. Rondale Moore is kind of the future of this team, a little bit, right? So, I mean, slot receiver, 5-year, 44. It is what it is. I'll take that deal every day of the week. Zaven Collins, 5-year. I mean, we're kind of just set. We're set. It's really, I want to keep the older players that are worth it. It's just, they ask for so many years. Like, they want you to commit to after when they suck. And it's like, I get it, right? But, like, you also have to understand from my standpoint, I don't want to do that. So I'd prefer to, like, just tag one of these guys rather than sign them all. Budda Baker is probably the guy that would last the longest out of the bunch because he's the youngest. A 4-year? Hey, I'll take. Okay, I mean, until 32 is fair. 33 is a little rough. We're going to tag Hopkins, let Chandler Jones go, and then just right off into the sunset with all our damn money we got. We're loaded. So we had a hell of a start to the season. We're undefeated for like the majority of it. The Seahawks ended that. How did we finish? We go 11-6, dude. What is wrong with this team? Of course, it would appear that we somehow got a bye week at 11-6. But how is this team doing so well and then they choke? Real life, in-game, it doesn't matter. Like, look at this. What is that? 7-0, you lose one, then you go 8-1, 8-3, 9-3, 9-4, 9-5. Like, what is wrong with this team, dude? We're so good. We're so loaded. This could still be the year, but come on, man. Kyler Murray, yards are rough. Touchdowns are great. Picks aren't too high. Kareem Hunt's pretty solid. Hopkins finally goes off. Rondale Moore does well. Kirk really low. To be fair, I don't remember changing the wide receivers. Demas really bad compared to his normal years. I don't understand how like the team's doing worse, kind of, ever since getting Kareem Hunt. Yet the record's been good. I don't know, but Chandler Jones best year of this entire rebuild, I believe. Hartzell, obviously, really good stuff. Good timing as well. Need him to go up in dev if we can. Short has actually been really good, even before we boosted his kick power. Didn't even really need to. This game didn't really care. They're like, who cares? Maybe we had some awards, maybe we didn't. I would probably lean towards didn't, though, because, once again, the numbers there just weren't that crazy. The Bears are here. That's how long it took us. The Bears are freaking here in the playoffs. Obviously, they're a lower overall, but really, that's how long it took us to get here. All right, winner goes to the Super Bowl. The Bears are already off to a crazy start down the field for a touchdown, 14-7. Chicago's not going away that easily, though. Really long drive. They get a touchdown. We get a touchdown, but our kicker, who's been so clutch, misses an extra point, which because of that, we are now down one. Go for the touchdown. I don't know if we went for the 2 or not, but we sure as hell don't have that 7-point cushion, and I think we did, and we just failed. So our kicker missing one extra point almost cost us the whole freaking run. Kyler Murray, okay. Running was not good in any facet at all. Defensively, sack totals, pretty pedestrian stuff, but at least the majority of them got involved. Byron Murphy with a freaking pick. Still can't believe we missed an extra point, but it worked out in the end, thankfully, but it could have been really bad. Of course, also we've seen that okay, cool, dude. We also seen that the Chiefs have moved on again, so even if we make it all the way, we're probably going to lose to the Chiefs in the freaking Super Bowl anyways. But Hartzell, not bad. 90 power move there. But let's go on. Championship round probably against the Cowboys. It is the Packers. Okay, sweet. Oh, I love to see that. 87 overall to the 84 overall Green Bay Packers. Chiefs did, in fact, make the Super Bowl, as you would expect. Close game here. The Chiefs are just laughing at this one. They're like, these guys are so screwed, no matter who it is. 6-7, 13-7. Defense is really the MVP in this one. And as I say that, obviously, it's going to be the reason we lose. There you go. That's enough as we are headed to the Super Bowl, 28-21. It's going to actually take a miracle to win this. 3 interceptions by Jordan Love. We still barely won. Kareem Hunt in the postseason has been awful. I don't know, but maybe we have enough. Maybe we just have just the greatest game ever, and even then we still might lose. No one cares about the damn Pro Bowl. It's the Super Bowl versus the Chiefs. Our team's really only an 87 overall. The sliders were a little low year one, but really, am I missing something? This team's goated. Just the offensive line, I guess. Offensive dev-ups, there were none. Defensive dev-ups, Hartzell obviously gets the dev-up, and Murphy, believe it or not, is an X-Factor, and Joseph is a superstar. So, I mean, that is some freaking dev-ups. When your cornerbacks both dev-up, that's insane. Mid-zone KO and deep-out zone KO for Brandon Joseph. That is some hell of an RNG roll, or rolls for that fella right there, but 16-1, so they did already taste defeat. Are they going to taste defeat again? Funny. All right, going to the end of the game, and we actually made a stop, it appears. We did, 14-0. This is literally the only chance. You never win against the Chiefs without a start like this. And even then, it's just like that. It's gone. It is literally gone. The Chiefs score in, like, milliseconds, and it takes us the entire length of the field, and even then, what's the situation? Are we going to do the thing? Up by 7. 3rd and 7. Do we stop them? We win. Oh, my Lord. What is even, like, the odds of beating the Chiefs and Sim is near impossible. And in this case, they actually probably deserved to win because they had a higher overall than us. The players are ecstatic. The team is going wild. I don't want to see the Chiefs ever again. And guess what? I get to see them a bunch of times because they're always in the damn Super Bowl. I love it. Makes me happy. Of course, we've seen this celebration a little bit. Not as much as, the previous ones, but the previous one millions of different times, different Maddens. But yeah, the Cardinals are Super Bowl champions. It was an interesting squad. We kept a lot of the skill positions intact. The new tight end was nice. Kareem Hunt was clutch, fixing the offensive line a little bit. Really didn't do that great of a job, if we're going to be honest. But defense, we added some sick playmakers. Vita Vea was such an anchor for this team. Both quarterbacks were kind of not great. Running back Kareem Hunt, my dude, went off. Receiving was, as you would expect for the Chiefs, just great. Budda Baker with a pick was probably the huge game-changing difference maker. And we win the Super Bowl, making it a successful rebuild. Of course, like I said, I plan on doing another rebuild a little bit later today. So definitely keep your eye out for that one. And it'll actually be in this universe. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, let's take a look at the final, resting place of this roster, I guess, if you will. 97 overall for Kyler Murray. Really good. I don't think his speed or anything increased one time. His throw power didn't even seem to go up. Okay, that's a little weird. But Christian Kirk, 91 overall. Always seems to be a great receiver for Madden Sim. Kareem Hunt, he's 91 overall, actually, which is a little surprising because, once again, he's getting older. So, it's, once again, shocking. Demas, Dante Demas, 85 overall. Very good catching, solid route running. He actually turned out to be a pretty damn good player. What else do we have? Rondale Moore, I suppose we'll take a look at. He actually, he was kind of like a 700-800 yard guy a couple seasons in a row. Release sucks, but he's actually a pretty good player. The AI just doesn't know how to upgrade players at all, which is really weird because other teams are still better than us 9 times out of 10. Simmons really was just not a part of this at all, but if you wanted to see it, there he goes. Murphy, slow start because once again the sliders were too low. but turned out to be a very good player, obviously. Joseph, really slow start, even still slow, but obviously he's 23, so plenty of time. Great zone coverage guy. Buda Baker, 98 overall. Just a solid player. I wish his zone coverage was a little bit higher, but fair enough. Jalen Thompson, 87 overall. Really good zone coverage, even better than Buda Baker. Clutch player. Zaven Collins, only an 83, and he's 26, but that's all right. He kind of played in the shadow of Isaiah Simmons there for pretty much the entirety of this thing. And then Vita Vea, who we didn't really develop ourselves, but damn, he's so good. He's so good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays, and then twitch.tv/Jeromepkr for streams. Once again, I pre-recorded this like 2 days in advance, so I don't know if I sold on Friday night as well. Maybe there'll be a stream tonight, but if not, for sure Sunday, if none of those days I did stream, so definitely keep an eye out in the community tab at least. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you come back for next video, but until next video, see ya!